Well, a British mom got herself into some hot water with local police over some what they're calling transphobic comments on Twitter, guys. We know that the thought police is out there, and you have to be careful what you say because they will come after you. But this is scary. This is a real serious situation here. Kelly J. Keene, okay, Kelly J. Keene, out of she got in trouble with some comments she made on Twitter where she was accusing another mom. Now, Kelly is a mom of four herself, where she accused another mom of Twitter who would be taking her 16-year-old biological son for gender reassignment surgery. That's exactly right. Because you see, in England, it is illegal for you to be able to do that when they are at the age of 16. However, you can take them to Thailand and do it there. And there's, as far as the age goes, 16 is a legal age in Thailand there to do it. Basically, what she said in her Twitter comment was that she was taking her son to be castrated and talked about how this is wrong. This shouldn't be done to kids. This is just an outrage. She said all of that on Twitter. Well, when the other mom had saw the tweet directed at her, what did she do? Well, she did what anybody else would do, right? She called the police, right? Police got wind of what took place and how Kelly J. Keene had said this about her. And they sent her a text message at first saying that they wanted to meet up for an interview. Now, Kelly gave an interview with the National Review. She did a podcast with them where she was explaining all of this and said, at first I got the message and I thought it was just some scam and I didn't answer it. She said, but then they called me and said that they wanted to meet up for an interview to talk about this issue on Twitter with the woman complaining that she was making fun of her and her son because he's transgender and he's getting this reassignment surgery. And she said, well, what if I don't want to meet up for the interview? And the officer said, well, basically, if you were to leave the country, we would arrest you. If you were to get pulled over, we would arrest you. And this would continue. And basically, this would not look good for her. So reluctantly, she agrees to do the interview. She sits down with the police. And the charges that they were pending against her were for malicious communication and transphobic hate speech. That's what they were going to get her for. Now, what they did is they gave her the life story, pretty much, of this woman that she went after on Twitter. Got her whole life story. And they said to her, after she got done listening to this whole sob story on the woman, they said to her, do you realize now what you've done and how you've hurt this woman, how your comments made her feel? And she had an epic response to this, and Kelly just said, no comment. She would not give them the justification. She would not even sit there in front of these police officers and say, yes, I understand what I did and I'm sorry for it. She didn't even do that. Now, apparently from what the police are saying, because there was no direct contact, I guess they don't count that on Twitter, made between Kelly and the other woman, that they were not going to be holding criminal charges against her, but that they still did this interview despite. So she gets off of that, no jail time, nothing, although she was threatened to be put in prison. Funny thing, though, is that she made some additional comments on her YouTube video where she was again interviewed by police for more controversial, I say controversial comments, not really controversial. If you're a believer in Jesus Christ and you know that this stuff is just absolutely insane. Twitter, however, did suspend her account, so she is off of Twitter now for the time being. I don't think she's been banned, although I'm sure that's only a matter of time as well. She went onto her website and said, and had more to say on there, saying that, I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to bow down to an agenda that supports, the castration of boys and this and that and all this, transgender type ideology, LGBT agenda, so on and so forth. She said it all on her website. She says, I will not be silenced. But guys, this is a scary thing because this is the way the world is now going. It is only a matter of time before Christianity itself becomes a crime, and you'll be questioned as to whether or not you are a Christian, whether or not you are a believer in Jesus Christ. Those days are coming. This is the beginning of it. You're seeing it. It's even bolder now than it was even, 3 years ago. But we're seeing it now at levels that we never thought we would see before, and this is truly scary. But I like what she said. She's not going to bow down to it. And as Christians, we need to do the same thing. We cannot bow down. We cannot back down to pressure from people trying to force their ideologies down our throats. It's just not going to happen. But guys, as always, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the potential almost arrest of this woman for the transphobic comments directed at this woman and her 16-year-old son. Sound off down below. I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. As always, guys, please give this video a like, share this video with your friends and family. And if you are new, click that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? We got some great content here at the channel. Thanks again, guys, so much. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.